penalties in 5 World Cups between these two players, Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Now it says Ronaldo has had 3 penalties awarded to him in 5 World Cups, as against penalties in the World Cup in 2022 alone, World Cup, 5 for Lionel Messi. Is there a sort of a discrepancy here?
Of course. I've always said before, Argentina is backed by FIFA all the way. Literally in that World Cup, Messi scored with a goal with his hand. And it was against Netherlands. Van Dijk saw it. He literally said, he scored it with his hand. And they said, oh, no, it's a goal. And his face, when, I think we're all who was watching it were like, what on earth is going on here? Even you could see it all over Van Dijk's face. He was like, well, this is rigged. This is completely rigged. Thankfully, they came back. They got the goal. But let's say they didn't get that goal. And because of that one handball goal that Maradona did previously.
Yeah, Maradona as well, yeah.
Imagine, because of that goal that stood, because of that hand. What would have happened then? It wouldn't have been fair to Netherlands at all because of what? Because it's Messi. Oh yeah, it's Messi. It's a carry. Just let him go. That's not fair. Because there are other players who would get off with just the tiniest bit off, like let's say it touched the shoulder and goes, "Oh no, it's handball. Sorry, you can't do that." It makes no sense. Why is there more rules for, let's say, Messi than there is someone else? And how they're getting these penalties and stuff like that, especially during the World Cup that time. And it happened with us against it was Argentina versus Croatia, and Livakovic stood his ground, stopped the ball, but because he was that strong, physically, he stopped. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Alvarez, and Alvarez went straight into him and said, "Oh yeah, that's a penalty." How is that a penalty? Because you stopped a player. Yeah, the ball wasn't even going in the net anyways. Livakovic is a goalkeeper. His whole point is to stop the ball. Fair enough. I think he got like a few little fingertips to it, but because he's a strong guy and Alvarez fell to the floor, it counted as a penalty. So this is why I'm saying these things need to be, further investigated. Or if it's not getting investigated, you know why it's not getting investigated? Because it's corruption. Again, I'll keep saying there is corruption when FIFA is involved because it makes no sense.
Yeah. Just briefly, bruv. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, and I think in a way it brings into focus another element of this. That's talking about the game Tony mentioned before, where the ball had clearly gone out. But it wasn't adjudged to have been out, and it resulted in a goal, which in turn resulted in one team not being actually in the final. Now, what that to me brings into focus is, and it's not just football, I guess you could say,